Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's watch party for one of our most requested films ever, the 1999 classic Galaxy Quest, the best Star Trek movie you've never seen for many people. But I know a lot of you have seen it. As always, I'm Andrew, and I'm joined by Dom. Welcome, Dom.
Hello, everybody. Very happy to be here for this week.
I bet you are. I bet you are. Just to say, our sync point will be where it says DreamWorks SKG on screen. So just after the little boys on the cloud, on the moon, fishing away, I'll put a screenshot of where we're syncing at in our Discord. I can see we've got a lot of great friends joining us as per usual. Over on YouTube at the moment, I can see Hell If I Know and Calbot are over there. And then let's go through Discord and we'll see who's here with us. I can see we've got Lizard Man, Mad Matt, Sharon, Calbot over on Discord as well. Let's keep scrolling through. Icy Matty, Eric, Jedi Wizard. I saw Embry earlier. Mr. Fursel, Doug P, Phonic, Edward the Black Prince, Brainwire, Fraglord, I think already said hi. So anyway, I know there's lots more of you. Say hi and I'll say hi back and we'll get down to this movie. I didn't see this in the theatre, but I tell you what, let's just get going with the movie because it's so good. I just want to get into it, Dom, and then we'll discuss it.
For sure. Okay. Definitely.
So, count us in, Dom.
So, everybody, hit play on the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. And let's get this show on the road.
Oh, I love this movie. So I just completely passed me by, and I just saw it on DVD when it came out on DVD, obviously. I had no idea what it was about, and it was such an amazing surprise as to how good it was.
I saw it in the cinema. I think it was my sister took me to see it because I was a huge Star Trek: The Next Generation fan as a kid. Mm-hmm. I watched every episode I could on TV, the reruns. And I didn't know this was coming out because I was a child, but my sister did, and she took me to go see it. And I've loved it ever since. This has been one of the movies where I've always preached it to people, saying, it's amazing. You have to see this film. It's just fun.
Oh, it absolutely is. I can see we've got a couple of other great friends joining us over on YouTube. James Hellier's joined us. Welcome, James. You're late this week, my friend. And Lee Jen saying, hello, first time catching live. Well, you're very welcome. I love this because it looks like a TV
An episode
set.
of TV.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I just love the passion that this film has for the Star Trek fandom.
Yeah.
And it captures it in such an honest yet loving way. Like it's definitely a parody movie, but it doesn't take the piss. It doesn't have fun at the expense of its audience.
Oh, it's not nasty about the fans at all. No, it affectionately points things out about fans.
Yeah.
But also shows it's nothing but love. And that's the thing. There's no nastiness about it at all.
I love this cast as well. Everything about this cast is just chef's kiss perfect.
Oh, it is. It's the fact as well, they're wearing their uniforms, but they're not quite of the TV uniform quality.
Yeah, it's just like the kind of knockoff stuff they've been given for this event.
They're just not quite as well tailored, and that's what's great about them.
Some of them are a little doughy.
Yeah.
By Grabthar's hammer, you shall be avenged. Apparently, that's a story from 7 of 9, Jerry Ryan.
Jerry Ryan.
Apparently, she had the same kind of interview, and that's where that line comes from.
I can believe that. That's it. Mad Matt's posted a cover of the TV
guide interview.
Yeah. Oh, is Fred trying to open a tin of Danish butter cookies? Don't, Fred, don't. They're like eating compressed dust.
Yes, but we all know why Fred is
Yes.
so peckish all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Yes. That's right. Low blood sugar, isn't it, Dom?
Mm-hmm. Yes. We missed a scene where he was saying he's diabetic.
That's right.
It had to be cut for a PG rating, I believe.
That's right. That's right.
I love how he's trying to escape with a trench coat.
And
I would love
also,
to have gone to this
can we just have a...
convention.
Sorry?
I would have loved to go to this convention with the
Oh,
booths
I
right
would
next to the
too.
stage.
I would too. That was just so good. Even the sort of the Muzak version of the theme.
Yeah.
And can we just have a bit of love for Sam Rockwell, one of his earlier kind of big screen roles here? And he's
my
just...
favourite character, for
Oh,
sure.
I love him. I love him in everything he does. Honestly, he is one of my all-time favourite actors.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. And he does rock this performance, Sharon, you're right.
Oh, totally. Mad Matt says he was attending conventions in the 80s.
I just imagine that, well, I think Alan Rickman was notoriously against the sci-fi genre as well. So having him be this grumpy and miserable is so on point and perfect.
Yeah. I just hope that they bring Sam Rockwell's character Justin Hammer back to the MCU universe, maybe in the Armor Wars movie that's coming out, because his character was one of my all-time favorite Marvel characters. I can imagine this as well for the actors, where it's like everybody, and it's especially with Dr. Lazarus, with the whole everyone coming up and repeating his catchphrase to him, and it's like, yeah, next one.
Next one. You just want to get him on, get him on, get him on.
Yeah.
It's glorious.
Oh, Legion. Okay, timestamp. We're just coming up to 6 minutes and 50 seconds, my friend. 50. 6 minutes, 50. There's obviously a lot of him based on William Shatner. Oh, and Justin Long.
Isn't this one of his first performances as well?
Yeah.
If not the first.
Oh, Sharon, that was without a doubt the making of the Never Surrender, the Galaxy Quest documentary is fantastic. I heartily recommend watching that. That's the one, Mad Matt, Never Surrender. Ah, thank you, James. Yes, it is Justin Long's first movie.
There we go. Oh, bloody hell, I've had a technical hiccup. My copy has crashed on me. I'm just trying to get it back up.
Oh, no.
You'll have to fill me in. Give me a play-by-play as it's going on.
Okay, well, they're just looking at the Thermians talking to them. And they're trying to hire Jason. But, yes, so Lizardman says fans always sharing their fanfics to actors. You don't too. Lizardman, you've actually given
Yeah.
your fan fiction to an actor at a convention, have you?
Oh God. Oh.
Are you back up? You back up and running, Dom?
Not yet. No, I'll be up soon.
Okay.
But I imagine that story is a popular one amongst especially sci-fi actors and their conventions.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Without a
Sci-fi and
doubt.
fantasy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fans of those genres they're dedicated and they write a lot.
Oh, they are. They are. There was a story in the film Trekkies, I believe, about because Star Trek's one of the shows that had an open script policy for the show, and basically, what happened was they had an actor who kept submitting scripts about a character he wrote for himself, like called something along the lines of Ensign Ricky, and he just kept submitting the characters, like
The
all the
Chronicles of Ensign Ricky.
that kind of thing, basically. And what happened was every script, like all the characters would be sidestepped for this Ensign to be the lead character.
Mm-hmm. That's fan fiction for you.
Mm-hmm.
Ensign Ricky will always save the day.
Good old Ensign Ricky. Oh dear! Now they're having more of them, where all the fans are coming up to them and saying
the line.
Yeah, they're all coming up to Jason, and they're asking him to discuss the technical specifications of the ship with him.
Of the ship, yeah.
Oh dear me. Yeah, Sharon. Why are those guys in the toilet being jerks to get in there? Yeah, because they're just jerks.
Yep.
Yeah. Good point,
Can
Eric. A lot of Star Trek.
Stamp?
Yes, certainly. We've got to 10 minutes and 50 seconds.
Perfect. Thank you.
Just where they're discussing him on the phone. She's walking around in a Chinese robe, and Alex is in his rather nasty-looking apartment.
Yes.
Are you back with us now, Dom?
Yeah, I'm back up now. Back up and running.
Good. Oh, I've heard of Free Enterprise, James. I've certainly heard of it. I like the fact that the captain's the only one with kind of the decent sort of house, who's living the actor's lifestyle.
Everyone's got a really mundane house, but he's got
an apartment. Yeah,
that's probably how it went.
Yeah. Well, no. When the TV show Star Trek finished, Shatner was basically financially on the bones of his ass. And he was getting any work he could because he'd separated from his wife, so was paying a lot in child support. He was living in a trailer attached to a pickup truck that he went around the country in.
But hey, he's sitting on a throne of gold now. He's living the good life.
That's right.
God, it's a lovely house. I would have, apart from being in California, I would have loved to live in that house.
I'd actually living in a greenhouse, so that's the only thing with all the glass.
Yeah, just glass walls, floor to ceiling glass.
Yeah.
How unnerved would you be if these folks turned up outside your glass house? I think he's taking it very well.
Well, welcome, Datri Meda. The cast playing the Thermians knew exactly what movie they were in, especially Missy Pyle. Yeah, the Thermians are great in this. So I think there's not a bad performance from anyone in this.
Each and every one brings just their A game. Like I said, the cast for this movie, it's beautiful.
Oh, definitely.
Again, in character, in universe.
Yeah.
How is he taking it this well? Is this a regular? Oh, it's his ego, isn't it? Though that's the
Oh yeah.
beauty of his
Oh
character.
yeah.
Ego trumps everything. If you just say, "Oh, I loved you," in this, you are this amazing person. I mean, he let him in his house. Who would do that?
Oh, maybe even picked him up in the stereotypical limo.
Yes.
Missy Pyle is awesome in this Mad Max. Okay, Lee Jan, it's 14 minutes and 30 seconds we're just coming up to. Broken translator. Yeah,
Just some
Lizard
great
Man.
noises as well.
Yeah, Lizard Man says, clearly Jason isn't particularly happy that his glory days as a fake hero behind him, and he has these convention appearances. So when Thermians arrive and offer him the chance to play it again, he goes along with it. Yeah. He does
Always
have
trick in the book.
Yeah, he does have a big ego, but I suppose that's one of the things, especially because this is based on OG Trek, where Shatner infamously wasn't the easiest person to work with.
I do love Shatner's autobiography. It's very open, yet not open about how he randomly heard everyone in the bathroom just hating him.
Yeah, Doug, exactly. The hangover probably isn't helping him.
I've never been in a hangover bad enough to make me be this okay with how everything goes down.
Yeah, but he's used to appearing on homemade. He says later on he's used to appearing on homemade spaceship sets and recording bits as the captain for people. He just thinks they're
That's
really over
true.
the top, luxurious fans who've
Fans.
really gone. Yeah.
Oh,
He just thinks
to
the
be
fans have
that
just done this
coddled.
really amazing job. Some lovely animatronic work from Stan Winston's team here in this film, from Ceres and his crew.
Oh, yes. Well, Stan Winston and his team have always produced, the Winston
Yeah,
School always produces phenomenal stuff.
yeah.
I read somewhere that the guns that they have are very similar to the Fifth Element guns, the big super mega guns that just do everything with a net and a flamethrower. And I think there's a lot of similarity in the design of the monsters as well. God, Fifth Element was what, 1995, 96? A couple of years before this anyway, so they
Yeah,
probably did just pinch the objects from the set and just reused them.
quite
The
possibly.
beauty of cinema.
Yeah. But bear in mind, the guy who plays Ceres actually played a character in Voyager just over a year later.
It's I haven't seen this film in a while, and I haven't seen this film, especially since I've seen, I've been on these watch parties and I've seen hundreds of
Hmm.
films from all over the place, from bad to good to great to adorable. And it's very pleasing to see that the special effects here aren't really that dated.
No,
Like,
no.
Saris looks great. He looks amazing. And the ship flying through space as well had to have been a miniature. It's
Hmm.
amazing. It's beautiful.
Oh, it is. Everything's just gorgeous on this. Oh, welcome. Our friend Gary now joins us over on YouTube with a comment of 1997.
For I'm saying Mass Effect. That's a different thing altogether. For the Fifth Element, yeah.
Yep. But it's quite common for props to be reused.
Yeah, exactly. this is something that doesn't get enough credit as well. The Thermians' physical acting, like aliens being alien. What happened to that? Why is it that nowadays we
definitely.
see aliens that just act a little peculiar instead of like genuinely alien?
I love this bit where he just gets transported back.
What would you prefer to get transported? Star Trek beaming up, or this getting cannonballed from?
Well, here's the question.
Are you if you get transported with?
Yeah, because in this, you're contained in something. You're actually sort of carried there.
Mm-hmm. You don't get deatomized, deleted.
Yeah, and transported. Are you effectively killed and reborn?
Yeah, you're the flied all the time.
That's the thing. That's always the question about transporters, isn't it? Yeah, Lizardman says he thinks he'd prefer the gel than being taken apart and put back together. Well, technically, Lizardman, are you even taken apart and put back together? You're taken apart, converted to energy, and then I guess energy in the other destination is converted to matter that's you. But that was something else at some point, so it's similar to replicator. So you could be made of like old chocolate cake atoms and stuff. Yeah, I think Lizardman, I'm up for the gel myself and being beamed.
Our friend Dartry over there on YouTube is saying it would be awful. It's essentially Stephen King's The Jaunt.
Oh, I love this.
Haven't we all felt like that?
Yeah.
From time to time.
Oh, definitely.
Say it with spirit. What savings? It's weird. Justin Long doesn't seem to age. Like he does, but also doesn't.
No.
It's peculiar.
Alan Rickman is awesome in this gen, and James Kelly saying Leonard Nimoy in full I am not Spock mode yet, where basically you become so fed up with the role.
Mm-hmm. You just hate everything about it.
Oh, totally.
I do remember as a kid thinking, the makeup on that guy's alien costume is coming away. It's not that great. I don't know why I'm going incredibly brummy. I wasn't. Yes, my accent as a kid. This is what it sounded like when I was a child. But yeah, and now I'm looking at it and I'm just going, haha, that's a tongue-in-cheek way of saying makeup isn't great all the time, especially for TV. Whereas it bothered me as a kid.
Yeah, exactly, James. Until they offer him a movie and then it says, "You bet I'm Spock."
Mm-hmm.
Alexander's
he
just had
what
enough.
He had.
I think it was good. I mean, the fact as well, Sigourney Weaver was a bit of a sci-fi titan before this.
Oh yeah, she was the only one who was in a sci-fi project before this.
I think so. Yeah, one of the only ones. Yeah.
Not just corny, cheesy sci-fi either. She was like one of the goats.
Oh, she was properly. I mean, from her Ripley work.
Yeah.
And Ghostbusters.
Sci-fi royalty.
Yeah. And now they're realizing that this has to be true.
Oh. Okay, I'm torn between Guy and Fred. Between my favourite character, I'm torn, damn it.
I love them both, but I think Guy for me.
I'm just some guy. I just love that punchline to the joke that's being played the whole way through the film. just put the context that he's diabetic in, and
Yes,
his character makes so much more sense.
exactly. I love the fact that he's so in need. He's had so much medication that nothing's freaking him out.
Yeah. I wish I could go through life that numb yet open to things.
Yeah.
I love that they go through a Lovecraftian change as well. Like, everything is just, it's too
Why-
much for all of them to handle.
I love the fact as well they've got these devices they're holding, like torture devices,
Yeah.
like dentists from hell. That's a speculum that one's holding. I don't want that going near me.
Oh, it's great. I would have loved if this was the first time the actors saw these costumes and they were just told, act natural. Everyone's doing something different as well. Like, everyone has a different way of acting to it, which is,
Oh yeah.
it kind of implies, again, they weren't given strict direction because everyone has a different reaction. It's similar, it's horror and fright and palpable terror, but they all show it in their own way. It's great. Apart from Fred, of course.
Fred's actually got a bag of snacks with him.
Yes, he does.
What a brown
He was
bag
the
of
snack
snacks.
machine, wasn't he? Oh, it's great stuff.
They're so in awe of all of the characters, aren't they?
Well, you're meeting your legitimate
Idols.
heroes.
Yeah, they believe they're seeing their real heroes.
Mm-hmm. Not just TV heroes, these are heroes that can save the galaxy.
Yeah.
Have done on numerous occasions.
But the
It's like we met
interesting
with a
thing about this
Superman.
is it's also a lesson, I think, for the actors who play these celebrities of the power they wield over people.
Yeah.
And they do have, in fandoms, the power to change people for the better.
That's a very good way of looking at it, because you're right, there are loads of actors that have very iconic roles.
Yeah.
Basically every single Star Trek actor. Star Wars as well, like most sci-fi and fantasy. And these doe-eyed fans that have a little more passion than social awareness. A lot of things can be very delicate to these people.
Oh,
These
definitely.
properties, these projects, even our community, like
Yeah.
the horror community, especially, everything means just that little bit more, because these kinds of characters in these kinds of shows and movies, they speak to the best part of a lot of people. And so seeing the actors, they have such a high standard to live up to.
Yeah.
And they always say never meet your heroes, and this is an example of it for the entire Thermian race.
I love this though. This is just great that they have literally stepped into their own TV show. Sharon says Thermians are what us as fans used to be in our childhood. In awe and wonder, we wanted it to be true. Yeah, it's basically you're playing Star Trek as a kid with your friends, and they're doing it now for real. It's just, yeah.
Imagine being that passionate that you built an actual ship.
Yeah. I love the fact as well that they've been able to make the stuff on
Next
TV
generation.
real. The fact they've watched a fictional TV show and they've been able to make engines work with something called a beryllium sphere. And
God, yeah. That beryllium sphere room is so TNG, it's untrue.
oh, yeah. Yep, exactly, Mad Matt. NTE, not the Enterprise. And
Mhm.
that ship reveal, yes, Lizard Man, did not last as long as the ship reveal, especially in Star Trek The Motion Picture, which is one of the ones I have a problem with. As much as it's a great scene, it lasts, if you time it, I think it actually lasts a full 5 minutes, which is a long time for one panning shot.
I mean, you want to show off that model. You want to
Oh, yeah.
show it off. See, I miss cute little camera tricks like that. Like, just
Yeah.
a sense of depth that's way beyond what it actually is. Just some very simple copy pasting. It's beautiful stuff. Beautiful, cute little things like that. And I think at the beginning when they showed the TV episode, the in-universe TV episode, and at the convention when you saw the back panel of the
Yeah.
crummy effects, it was a love letter. It didn't say, "Look how bad these effects are.
Well,
Now look at
no.
our film." It was a love letter, but it does help make these effects seem vastly superior.
Oh, that's cool. I see Matty's got his model of the Protector there.
Oh, that's awesome. How many of our fans here would be able to pilot a starship from science fiction? Like, has anyone examined shows to the extent that they'd be able to pilot a ship like this? Be it a
I've
Firefly ship, a
in Star Trek
Millennium Falcon.
Bridge Crew, in VR,
Uh-huh.
I've actually piloted the Enterprise D with the
Oh,
panel
there you go.
using my hands.
So you could fly the Enterprise D.
I can.
Good. All right. Not that I'm gathering a crew for anything at all. Just need to
Okay.
know. It's like knowing people have O negative blood. I need to keep them close by in case
no,
of emergencies.
I have happy blood.
Do you have
I have-
happy blood?
I have happy blood. I've got B positive blood.
Oh. I hate that. I hate that I didn't get that pun beforehand.
And no, James, I didn't crash the Enterprise D. My name's not Troy. This is just... I love this because it's the proper majestic kind of scene.
Yeah, and it just got that one foible in it, and
Yeah.
But again, I love how the actor is very subtle about, oh yeah, I'm playing this cool, and just little things like hearing some noise and it terrifies him. It's just beautiful and understated, and that gets such a great comedic performance out of him.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
everyone's like very...
Who hasn't done that when you're not the driver, but you're
Yeah.
in the passenger seat, and you're like, you're a bit too close.
Oh.
And everyone steps back.
Oh.
Like that's gonna make a difference.
Oh.
It's always those lingering scratches that hurt the most.
Oh.
Mhm. Oh, just make it stop. The poor ship. And then the cheering music at the end. I love the way that.
Yes, Mad Matt, like phantom braking from the passenger seat. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that all the time
Do
whenever
you?
I'm not driving.
Oh, well. Yeah, but at least, Dom, you can say to your wife, oh, it's because I'm used to having the steering wheel on my side.
Yep.
How much have you used that before, Dom?
More often
Yes.
than I'd like to admit. Dr. Lazarus, just like my mother used to make. Oh, the poor dude. This blue stuff looks great, though. I do want to devour some of this. It's probably amazing pop.
It's probably just that.
That soda from Guardians of the Galaxy
No,
Volume
not that.
3.
Not just that. Not the delightful one from Guardians 3. It's the. It's just Powerade Blue, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Or it's the stuff from
A steak and a potato?
nappy/diaper adverts that the kids pee.
Oh, yeah. Do you need absorbent stuff? Downy Double Extra will soak up twice as much random blue gunk. Why do they have weird other things on the table as well? Is that salt, pepper, and
It might be. It could be sauce.
galactic
I don't know.
ooze? Oh, and here's where we get a touch of darkness. Just
Also,
sprinkle.
Dom, you might appreciate this. The captain's eating that food, very American compared to us British. We tend
for
to.
sure.
We don't hold our cutlery the same way over here. I don't know if you guys know that. We tend to be a lot more formal when we eat with our. We tend to have the knife and fork like that constantly, not solo with one thing.
Yeah. Lifting a fork in that manner, like especially with steak on, you stab in and you just lift delicately. Have some decorum, Yanks. I can say that now because I'm here. I can change America.
And they'll want to get out of there now.
Mm-hmm. Well, they realise what's up.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just a cute little gig where they can act their way out of it.
Lizard Man, the food in Galaxy's Edge is really good. Have you had a Ronto wrap, my friend? The blue and green milk are good, but the Ronto wrap. Sorry, the Ronto wrap. Chef's kiss.
Exactly. You have to. It's law to do a chef's kiss if something deserves a chef's kiss.
It's fantastic. The Ronto wrap is. Lee Jen says that might be Hawaiian punch they're drinking.
Probably. And
Doug P agrees. Ronto wraps are great. Lizardman's had the breakfast Ronto wrap. I've not tried the breakfast one, but the main during the day Ronto wrap is awesome.
I mean, in awe of Saras's costume. It's like a breathing creature, isn't it? His carapace is like
so well done,
fluttering. And his head, his spider head is...
Yeah.
Oh, it's grand. Bring back cool alien designs. It was very uncanny then, because I've got the Discord up on one screen, the movie up on another, and the GIF lined up with my synchronization of the film perfectly, and I did like a double take.
Yeah, he is. James Taggart is just pure James T. Kirk here. He's pretending to be the captain at the moment.
Yeah. I was going to say he's pure William Shatner, but yeah, I guess he is more James T. Kirk.
The red thingy's moving towards the green thingy.
It's the most technical stuff that people have said so far. What are any of those like readouts on the screens? I'm kind of in awe about it now. I kind of want to just look at those screens and see what's happening. Such a cool starship design as well. The Saris's ship. It's beautiful.
It reminds me of one of the ships out of Battle Beyond the Stars quite a lot.
Oh yeah. I was going to say
I think it's
the
Cayman
Star
of the
Trek
Lambda.
09 movie.
No, there's a ship that I think it's Cayman of the Lambda Zone's ship in Battle Beyond the Stars. Yes, here we are. There we go. Photo of Cayman's ship.
Yeah.
Gary, yes, ILM did the VFX on this. And Lee Jen says they love Alan Rickman's headpiece becoming dishevelled over time.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing it. I'm repeating the darn computer.
I love the fact all hell's breaking loose. Like the guy's falling off things behind him, and he's like, "The ship's breaking. Yeah, it's okay, guys."
He's so calm. I just love how wholesome he is about it. Like later on, he's like, "Come on, guys, group hug." Like
he's like the best. Like he just totally slips into his role as like the boss.
Yeah, perfectly. Like perfectly. Yeah. He has such like a low barrier for like transference tolerance here. He just slips right in. No waiting time needed. Everyone else
no,
has to struggle. It's wonderful. Chekhov's landmines. If you show landmines in the first half of the movie, you better damn use them in the second half.
Lizardman says, if only they had a raccoon to help them pilot through this. It's too soon, exactly. Lizardman. It's too soon.
I want to know more about Saris's race. Do they all have awesome like head designs?
Like head spiders, you mean?
Well, yeah, the captain has a head spider, but the others seem to just have like slick back kind of mohawks.
Yeah, maybe. I love the way the fact that Tommy just screams.
Honestly, pretty much what I'd do in that situation, just mindlessly scream. If only they could do the Death Blossom maneuver from...
That's right. He has to be carried.
Shakes his legs violently. Oh. Goes to show how strong are these guys when they can lift a fully grown man no problemo whatsoever.
Yeah, James, as in future, there's no surge protectors or fuses or anything like that.
Nope. Everything just pops.
My favourite line in a minute from Alexander. I love this.
Oh, great. I've had another gremlin. What's a timestamp for us?
42 minutes and 45 seconds.
Thank you.
You broke the bloody ship! I love that.
Yeah. That's my favourite line of the film. One lousy job on the ship.
Why's the blue goo up the wall in the hall?
I mean, people are going to be walking with their Kool-Aid, so they're just going to Wait, don't they bleed blue? I can't remember.
Might be.
And here's where it gets sad.
No, not yet.
Oh yeah, true. It gets sadder. Again, all
Those
of the
poor-
actors. I mean, the extras, but still, the actors. Every one of them had a different reaction. It was the same tone, but
Oh
like
yeah.
it's just it's such a beautiful cast. You could tell that they were given direction. They had to have been, of course, but it was liberal direction. It was act this way and get your own version of it.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, Sharon's got when they worry
oh.
about the poor people of Gilligan's Island. I worry about the people who watch the reboots of Gilligan's Island and the sequel movies. Oh, Sharon, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear you watched them.
Oh, so here's where I can tell a story. Actually, Daughtry is in the YouTube chat, so he's present for this. Daughtry is my dungeon master for one of my D&D games,
Oh, welcome.
and we had a game, and we were in this earthen realm. I think we were working for a djinn at the time, but they mentioned a champion that we had to defeat, the Gorignac, and
Oh, the Gorignac.
My brain was like, I know that name. Where do I know Gorignac from? And it hit me like a lightning bolt, and a smile just blossomed on my face, and I started chanting, Gorignac, Gorignac.
Oh
So I can
dear.
say we've defeated a Gorignac in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mad Matt makes a good point. A different take on the historical documents that were viewed in Explorers. Yeah, it's very similar
Yeah.
though. Aliens watching the broadcasts that go out.
There's so many sci-fi tropes that do that. Like Futurama did it as well with Ally McBeal, wasn't it?
I love the fact that everything is almost Star Trek, but not.
Yeah, it's so close. It's
Yeah.
close enough to avoid being sued.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Fraglord's
a
saying they should have built their own Lou
translocrated
Ferrigno instead. But Alexander, the thing is, he's starting to really, because he's quite disrespectful of the fans and
Yeah,
of the culture and of the show and everything. I love the fact he's eating. Is that snack pack or it's a dunk?
yeah.
We'd call that a dunker
It's
here,
for
wouldn't we?
Dunker, yeah.
Yeah, dunker. We'd call that here. Speaking of that, we noticed when we were in America because my niece wants them to bring us back. They've got some dunkers, Don. I think you can eat. They don't have them in the UK. They're basically small cookies with pots of icing.
Yeah, my leg feels like it's falling off already.
You could eat them in your wheelchair.
I love. There's a bit of scenery over there, Sam, that you didn't chew. Just go and get that.
Do you know what else I love here? If you look at their belts they're wearing at the moment, they appear to be repurposed car seat belts, which, if you think about it, it's based on the TV show, so they probably were in the original TV show. Just
Yeah,
car seat belts.
repurposed
So
car seat belt.
Thermians have created harnesses that look like repurposed car seat belts.
Can I also say how much the soundtrack carries this film?
Oh, it's great.
It is gorgeous. You'd be confused hearing this next to a Star Trek episode.
Oh, yeah.
Fred.
That's
I
it, Mad
long
Matt. Yep.
to be as carefree.
Ritz handy snacks. I've got some bad news for you, Mad Matt. I buy a lot of Ritz when I come to America on vacation. We bring stuff back and we eat them out there because I like them. In the UK, we only have the original red Ritz, round, salted. That's all we have. We don't have. We can get them in a box. We can get them in a packet, but that's it. We don't have any of your other Ritz Bounty in the UK.
Every character has a little arc as well. Every last one of them. It's just such a tight script. Such a tidy little script.
I love the fact, yeah, exactly. As Sharon says, Fred even has his lunch bag. Do you know what this reminds me of? And because it's a couple of years after, this reminds me of the base. I think it's Tango Urilla. It's called in the Starship Troopers movie. The desert base they find. The abandoned desert base.
They sucked his brains out.
Yes.
The film would go a little different if they were against arachnids.
Stan Winston again, though.
Yeah.
Yes, Jen. The casting and the script is so cohesive. The whole thing is just brilliant.
It is. It's tidy. It's neat. It's...
Yeah.
I dare say a perfect movie.
Oh, Sharon says there's no wasted space in the movie, Dom.
None. I can't imagine what you could cut from this and keep it coherent. Then again, they cut something, then Fred's diabetes that they've cut. As an adult, it's very obvious what's happening,
Yes.
even without the cut content. But
Gary says it's the Goblin Valley, Utah. Yeah. Just remember the Ewoks were friendly, cuddly little death bear cannibals, weren't they?
Yep, I forgot that we have that canon going, that the Ewoks are cannibalistic.
Well, not cannibalistic, really. They just happen to eat human flesh.
Yeah, their diet consists mainly of human flesh. Let's get out of here before one of those things kills Guy.
Oh. Sharon says, honestly, if she was to be able to interview Sigourney Weaver, you'd ask her about this movie instead of Aliens.
I'm contractually obliged to ask her about Aliens, but if I wasn't contractually obliged to ask her about Aliens, I'd definitely ask her about this instead.
Yeah, exactly.
This might be my favourite Sigourney Weaver role, honestly. It's perfect. I just love the bickering as well. It's so genuine. The bickering is just... I can imagine myself having this argument with people. And there is always that one guy who over-analyzes the signal.
Yep. It's just... Oh, and he has to do the leapy roll for no reason.
Yeah! The Shatner rolls.
Pure Shatner.
It's a nice, easy side quest for them.
Yeah. Creepy little nappy advert babies.
They're here to film that Pampers
Yeah,
commercial
that's right.
for the blue stuff.
That's right. Oh, James Helly says, do a hood roll of TJ Hooker.
The hood of what? The ship?
Yeah, why not? With the shuttle.
Slide over the shuttle hood. There's no time. You're there.
Oh no. But we're starting to see that Jason has a bit of a heroic side about him, not just protect. I don't know. Is he genuinely heroic, or is he actually believing that he is the captain? Creepy things.
Ah, yes, the pig thing. Oh,
Ugh.
God. Oh, no.
Ugh.
I would have preferred to see one of these in the session, Dartry, not the Garignac. Reminds me of an article that went out last year, I think, of
Right.
American males and if they what animals they believe they can defeat in combat. And there were some people that thought they could fight off a bear, and it's like, what?
Nope.
Are you insane? But then there's some people who didn't believe they could fight off a rat, and I'm like, oh, boo, come on, have a bit more self-esteem. You could take a rat, surely.
Well, I'm going to say about a rat, actually. What's really weird is, in our back garden, we had a rat appear in the back garden the other week. Because we've got, like, woodland near the house.
Mm.
And so, just a wild rat appeared. But now, the rat has gone, and we now have garden protectors. 2 random cats have now started patrolling our garden at night. So, circle of life.
Yeah, the circle of life.
Yeah. Oh, James Hellier says, as an Extro fan, surely Dom could fight a puma.
Of course I could. I've seen the historical documents. I know how to fight pumas.
Hmm.
The design of that Garignac is phenomenal.
It is.
It's the human teeth that.
Oh. Oh.
And it exploded.
It's the fact it's all over him.
Yeah.
It's exploded, the chunks falls off him. Yeah, Lizard Man, exactly. This is why the gel is better.
Yes. Oh.
Oh no. That's a proper Star Trek monster, isn't it?
Yeah, just
Sentient
glued together
rock
rocks.
giant thing.
Calbot's right. This is exactly what
Gary,
Star Trek
exactly.
5 could have been
Yeah.
if
The
Shatner
rock
had the budget.
monsters. The rock monsters were cut from Star Trek V.
Yes.
They had a limited number of them that were made, but unfortunately they looked so bad they had to get rid of them. And... make a lathe. I believe that's a reference from an episode of Star Trek.
Never serious about the craft.
Yep, that's the one, James. Sorry. The one Rockman suit, which was barely mobile, and it looked terrible. Jam, what's a lathe? A lathe is a thing you would spin a piece of wood on, usually to make something like a club or some kind of a cylinder.
You can do it to impress an attractive alien.
Yep, James. All the best Treks feature Kirk getting his shirt ripped.
Mm-hmm. There we go. We are all that's left.
He's still got bits of pig lizard all over his face.
Bits of OG Garignac. He does. Yeah. It looks like cold cuts of like ham and such a great prosthetic. Look at how articulate it is. You can tell that he's snarling through all of that makeup and prosthetics.
Oh, it's just really, really well done.
His breasts are pulsating as well, apparently.
I believe so. We've only got 40 minutes left till the end of the end credits.
I know, this movie flies by. Like we've been saying, it's an incredibly well-cut film.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Script moves at a solid pace, and everyone has a character arc, and it's a pretty heavy cast. There's a bunch of people. Look at him peacocking.
Oh, that shirt's ripped on the back. Yeah, James, Tim Allen does well in this movie against some, decent actors.
Yeah.
But let's not forget, shortly after this, he would make Zoom.
Yeah.
Which was the
Used all
lesser...
of his good stuff here.
Which was the lesser of the superhero Academy films, because Sky High was absolutely brilliant.
I love that in his intro he has to check his hair.
Oh, Fraglord, maybe, my friend. Maybe. I'll consider it. 2005, that really would be pushing the boundaries of things, but maybe one day. Oh.
Got a good piercing game going on. Oh,
Yeah.
Saris.
But again, the makeup on him is brilliant.
The makeup on all of them is
Yeah.
phenomenal. Like the makeup on Malthazar here, he looks pained. A lot goes to the actor, of course, but damn, he looks like he's been through a rough part of town.
Oh, definitely. Hmm. I don't know. Sometimes they can do a very good job in recreating the bridges of famous starships.
Yeah.
This is a weird thing we do, actually. I was thinking about this the other day. Even watching television and what we're doing right now, if you think about what I'm actually doing, what most of us are actually doing is we are just gazing at a flat panel of flashing lights.
Yes, we are. I know it's a sci-fi watch party, but we don't get scientific about it.
No, I know, it's very weird sometimes. That's the thing I like watching television. Yep, Mr. Furzel, because it's better than our world. Cyrus is portraying the adults who don't understand the world of sci-fi, Sharon says. The ones who thought it better to put away the fantasies and live in the real world, and to make those who love the genre get out our heads and clouds and make believe. Yeah, exactly.
All of us fans had those experiences when we met people who were like, "You like
Exactly.
this? Why? It's a bunch of nonsense. It's pap."
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, Phonic,
really believe in a better
I am a
world.
flat panel of flashing lights, Phonic. Mr. Furzel says virtue should be rewarded. Here it is not. In films it can be. Yeah. Well, that's exactly, Sharon. Cyrus was only happy when Jason ruined the illusion to Mathazar because he is a cruel person. Cyrus is. He doesn't want anything from the Thermians except just to punish them because he gets off on it.
I'm starting to think they're more like M45A assault rifles from Halo than they are the guns from The
They
Fifth
are.
Element.
Yeah.
I love that they're just like faking a fight to they're using their acting powers.
Act harder.
God, do you think Team America World Police ripped off this film?
I love the fact, though, everyone steps up to the mark. That's right. It's like, I'll get one of the boys up here to sort the door out. The fact he's still doing... He's not
In
acting.
character, yeah.
He's just believing he's the head engineer.
What would your role on a Federation ship be if you were beamed aboard then, Andrew?
God knows. Malcontent. I don't know. Probably some kind of engineer or something.
You'd have to, what do you call it? Make sure the holodeck was fully operational at all times.
We'll make sure the safety protocols are in place.
Mm-hmm.
Stop murders of people randomly happening and things.
I'll be a red shirt for sure. Just get off.
Dom, I need you to go and just test the safety protocols are working on the holodeck.
Ensign Dom, no last name. Please go make sure the holodeck's operational. Moriarty might be running around in there stabbing people.
Yeah, we need to just check that he can't do it.
I need Lieutenant Data, Captain Picard, and
Ensign
First Officer
Dom.
Riker, and Ensign Dom. That's when you're like, oh crap, this is where I die. What about you guys in the chat? What would your jobs on the starship be? See if you can turn off the safety protocols, Dom. Yeah. Die in the pre-credit sequence. This is kind of like phone a friend, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, I need an answer to this question. Oh, God, play Spot the Reference. We're looking at all of his toys and...
everything in his room. Exactly, Jedi Wizard. Probably in IT, just like real life, my friend.
If we're transferring our real life skills over to the Enterprise, I would be the clown? I don't know. Try and be a chef. I can't cook.
Well, that's the thing you got to remember out in the future. The food replicators, chefs are... There's not many chefs. I guess it's quite a niche skill because everyone just goes to the hole in the wall and says, burger. And it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But something someone said about the replicators in Star Trek is probably true. Replicated food must eventually taste bland. And let me explain this to you. If you go to McDonald's and you buy a Big Mac, yes, every Big Mac you buy is in theory identical, but it's not. Because it will be arranged very slightly different as to maybe the positioning of the sauce, the pickles, or how long the burgers have had on by a few seconds, a bit more seasoning, whatever. And they will always be the same thing, but not taste identical.
Exactly, because different arrangements, like you said, different times of it being cooked and such.
Correct. But a replicator will produce a burger with exactly 47 pieces of lettuce in the same place and whatever on it. So every one you have would be identical.
You'd get desensitized eventually.
Yeah. Mad Matt, they explained, yes, the replicators do. You put they put like the dirty plates and stuff into the replicators and uneaten food, and it gets recycled back into matter. And yes, if you look at the technical diagrams of the Enterprise D, it does. It recycles the other waste into its constituent matter that comes out in the replicators.
I love how she runs. That's the most adorable run cycle I've ever seen. Oh, God. I don't want to see what's in his homework folder.
Exactly, Datry. You'd have to take Big Mac breaks. Big Mac tolerance breaks. I'm not ashamed to say I still will watch episodes of Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and occasional episodes of Voyager.
Oh, I watch TNG. It's my comfort show, apart from
Yeah.
the X-Files and Twin Peaks. And
I watch basically anything of Voyager after the Kazon go. So after about the first after about the first 2 seasons, and Deep Space Nine once the Dominion get involved. And I don't really watch TOS at all, James. I'm afraid I don't love TOS for some reason.
TOS is like a fever dream for me because I occasionally caught some, and just because the colors and the soft filter they'd use on stuff, it's definitely totally different time in filmmaking, and I love them. But TNG is always going to be my baby. It's what I grew up on.
I love the fact that the ship is built, as she says, basically later on, it's built with just inappropriately dangerous things for no reason.
Yeah. It's kind of like fans that justify certain things in their fiction and they work around why it exists. Like, yes, this machine's here because it powers that and this and that. And so the Thermians made it happen. They're fanfic writers that made it work realistically.
Oh, James, come on. TNG had its great moments as well. You're saying, Dom, that you like beige starships and ship's counselors.
Yes, I like the beige era of TNG because it's about being better and rising to the occasion. It's not about like space piracy, essentially. Kirk's a space pirate. Come on, he's a swashbuckling space pirate, even though he doesn't swashbuckle.
I love the fact that he's
risen to the occasion.
Yeah. James Halley saying, when does Picard get his shirt ripped? Star Trek First Contact, the film, he has a big scene where he's running around in his vest, Die Hard style.
I didn't catch that line. He decided to use stoned. They did it. They addressed it. And even Alexander now is starting to be won over by the charm of his most dedicated fan.
It's the fact that he's so desperate to save them.
The chompers.
Yeah. Yeah, like, why the hell would you put them there?
I knew the years of Dark Souls training would... Yeah,
the dubbed over moment. Mr. Furzel, I think the rules got changed a few years ago with the F-bomb. Oh, James, I'm afraid, my friend, I would strongly disagree there. Oh, and I'm looking for some backup from the other members of the community here. James Heady says, I'll watch TNG, but Voyager and DS9 are dreck. I'm sorry to say, sorry, James, but DS9 is peak Trek. The later seasons of it are just incredible.
Whoever wrote this episode should die.
Why is there a random wall of fire as well? Oh. Grignac. I like the fact one of them is there just smoking. And they haven't cleaned all the pig lizard up yet.
Who has the time?
Yeah.
What is that medallion he's wearing? Oh, wait, isn't that like a prop from the like a badge from the convention?
I think so.
I
They
mean,
may need to get that
yeah,
off the ship, which they do.
there we
I
go.
believe. Yeah.
What do you do against a Grignac? It's normalizing.
Great. The score's great. They got the door open now. It's just awesome. Is his face still covered in pig lizard bits?
Yes, it is. The commander has saved us.
Ah.
Where? How? With the trajectory?
Oh, I
Oh,
don't know how
some
that
Doom
happened.
sound effects.
Yeah. Oh.
The only impassioned catchphrase now.
But I'll be fair, this is also showing what great performance Alan Rickman could give.
Yeah. Again, this performance from
Oh yeah.
Quilleg there, it's subdued, it's subtle,
Yeah.
and you feel it. You feel it so much, the pride that he's
Oh yeah.
exuding.
Yeah.
Ever the class act as well there. Alan Rickman, just his
Well,
expression turns on a dime. It's beautiful.
they're discussing Star Trek food over on the Discord, and apparently in Quark's Bar in Vegas, they genuinely had something called the Wrap of Khan on the menu.
I can't confirm nor deny because I've not been, but
It doesn't exist anymore, Dom, but if it comes back, you
I'll
need
let
to
you
go
know.
for a Wrap of Khan.
I'll have one wrap of Khan, please. I also love this bit as well. The
So
payoff
good.
again. It's simple and it makes perfect sense, but you don't understand until like they explain. Oh yeah, on TV it always stopped at one.
Doug P says about the Star Trek experience, he's finally getting to go to Vegas this year, and it's been closed for 15 years. Not Vegas, but...
Yeah.
James says, unless the waiter has the chest of Montalban, I'm not interested.
Doug P, if you're coming to Vegas and you want some awesome experiences, there is a place called Area 15. It has a place called an Omega Mart. It is this surreal, big escape room-esque kind of thing. Big warehouse, essentially, where they pretend that it's a store. Yeah,
He's going.
yes,
Yep,
good.
he's going to Omega Mart.
You can spend hours in the Omega Mart. Hours and hours and hours.
No, James, he's not going to send him to Area 51 with armed guards and everything.
15, 1-5.
I love the fact they're all on the bridge now, and they're actually the crew at last.
Yep, they have fully become their characters.
Yeah.
Oh look, Chekhov's landmines. I mean, space mines.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool carapace. It's like wrapping around him. These prop designers, the Stan Winston team, don't get enough credit. That was on screen for all of half a second, and
It's
the
just
work
really
that
well
must have
done.
gone into it.
I love the fact the all his crew are really generic, but in the best way. They're all, General, I've lost him.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yes, Gary. Robin Sachs. Well, he's not underrated as Saris. Robin Sachs was amazing as Saris. I would give him all the respect for this. But I think largely Robin Sachs deserved to have more success as a mainstream actor than he got. Sadly, he passed away in 2013, I believe. Well, James, yeah, you may be thinking of that, but also this is a bit of a. This, to be fair, is a bit of a trope from many films, be they spaceships or fighters or lots of things, where you have some kind of a thing, be it a heat-seeking missile or something you're towing, and then you move away at the last possible second.
I feel
And
like Star
I'm cool
Trek
with the trope.
Enterprise
Mm-hmm.
probably took great inspiration from this in every episode, where they somehow found a way to solve the problem accidentally.
Yeah.
I think Enterprise is due for another rewatch. I was bitter when I watched Enterprise. I was like, it could be better. So I think it
I don't
deserves
know.
a
I
rewatch.
kind of got a bit fed up with Enterprise. The problem is, it was that thing where a lot of the time prequels don't work, where you know where things have to happen.
Yeah. I love their walk cycles.
I do. They're great.
Oh.
And they know not to labour the point with him. He's not going to get it.
So many classic movie tropes in
Oh, yeah.
one neat, tidy, perfect little film.
Giving him his field promotion. But it's this now. It's now this is a sci-fi trope out of certain things. By the actions of this crew, the crew now of the Protector should go on to do great things in the world, in the universe. After they've left the actor crew, because their thing they will emulate the actions that they've seen in the historic documents. So again, it's not a bad thing. It's the inspiration to be good and do good things.
Exactly.
Oh, the look of disgust on his face is just so well.
Mm-hmm. Hang on. Does Guy not get shot?
I don't think he does, but he would have died when the ship crashed into the planet.
I know, but the irony that he was so convinced that he
Yep.
was going to be the red shirt, and he's the only one that hasn't been shot. Everyone else gets gunned
Look, everyone else
down
getting shot
horribly.
around him.
Oh my god, that would be me, wouldn't it? Because we've discussed this during the Evil Dead, how you'd kill everyone and I'd somehow survive because I'm the innocent one. I'm the red shirt that gets away with it as well.
That's right.
I'm telling you, luck is my secret power.
Some proper Kirk punches.
Oh yeah, the where, the really well telegraphed punches.
James says Dom would be the one trapped at the cursed cabin forever. It would actually be a loop where Dom would become the evil dead. He'd be the tortured spirit trapped there.
It's alright, you just get possessed by me. It's fine. James would suddenly start liking extra. That's how he'd know be possessed.
Aww.
The context of that scene is that Guy isn't important enough to get shot on the screen and the rest of the main cast.
Exactly.
Imagine if you felt left out by that as well. Like, come on, guys, everyone else got shot.
This is kind of cool, though, that the ship can separate. But again, that's a thing in Star Trek the ship's been able to do for a while.
And again,
he's wiped his face.
Who hasn't been like there when you're mimicking, I don't know, Picard or Kirk and just gone engage? Who and did the hand movement like 6 times to perfect it.
Yeah, at least, Doug, when that separates, it doesn't take half a bloody day like the Enterprise D. It separates, and it's like... Ugh. Who can tell me another sci-fi classic where fireworks perform a similar role? Not you, Dom. Don't answer it.
Oh, I do know. Yeah, I won't answer. I got really excited then.
Mad Matt got it.
Yep, there you go.
Light of the Navigator, where they had to have a signal to find where they were landing, where the new house was.
Mm-hmm.
No, James, it's not like the time I flew the Enterprise D.
The poor cars, they're getting absolutely totaled here.
Yeah.
They probably have insurance. The booth stand, no! The merch!
Yep, I would have ran Justin Long over.
Rough! Looked like Bill Paxton then.
I like the fact that all the fans think this is like a proper bit. The problem is, the next day, the toilet manufacturers' convention for the next week is cancelled due to building damage at the convention centre.
That kind of thing happens here in Vegas because we have, thousands of conventions at all times of the year. But there is always like a glass panel convention, like on different
Oh, yeah.
glass panes. Always, like every week. It's like, how? How is there? And like sand. How is there this much need for sand conventions?
It's a big world out there, Dom. It's a big world,
Yeah,
my
it
friend.
is.
Oh, I've gone blurry. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go, back in focus.
Best can't ever whip the sand convention or this one? SandCon 2023. It's
There we
going to
go,
be a
yeah.
hell of a ride.
Give him a big hand, he's British. It's never really explained quite how the hierarchy of the crew works. I'm assuming Dr. Lazarus is first officer.
I guess.
I mean, he's clearly supposed to be
shipmate.
Spock.
Yeah, 100%. He does the power roll.
Yep.
And
he goes like a firework, and the fans think it's absolutely... Yeah, he actually just murdered someone in front of you guys.
Mm-hmm. When your favorite ship get together.
Yep, Doug P says, I'm going to Vegas for another convention. We will be sharing space at the con center with the Association of Woodworking and Furniture Suppliers Fair.
See? They just happen all the time. These strange cons. He learned his lesson.
Yep.
Don't forget the merch. Yeah, exactly. The journey continues.
But again, the ship isn't quite as... The sets are just a little different again. It's like a much better one, but it's not quite the same as the movie one, which is fine. Fred, yeah.
Jane Doe.
I love... I love that... I love this one. I love it. Guy is security chief Rock Ingersoll. With it kind of into the camera.
Oh, I love it. Everyone, that was Galaxy Quest.
Oh, what a treat that was. I would challenge anyone who watched that to not have a good time. Yes, Mr. Versal, the security chief in TNG, died just before the end of the first season. Tasha Yar was killed off because Denise Crosby felt that her career would be better if she left Star Trek: The Next Generation. That worked out well for her. Yeah. Anyway, that was Galaxy Quest, as Dom says. What an amazing... yeah, James, she came back, kind of, but not in a full-time role. She lost her full-time role, didn't she? But what a great, great movie. And I'll take your comments from everybody on this. But Dom, what do you think of this movie?
It's an absolute delight. It's so quotable. It's so fun. It's such an easy watch as well. It flies by, and you don't even realize that a solid solid 90-minute film. It's just quick. It lasts. It sticks with you. Again, quotable. The visuals are fantastic. It is a love letter to sci-fi fandom, and it just makes you feel a bit better about being a sci-fi fan when you watch it as well.
Exactly. We're getting applause from Lee Jen over on YouTube, and the comments from the community On Discord, well, Sharon says, damn, it's over. Fraglord says, fantastic movie. It works as sci-fi adventure and it works as a comedy. It has a story to tell about embracing yourself. It's just the best. Lizard Man, oh, what a blast. I loved it. Eric, great watch party, great movie. Phonic, absolutely amazing. Fraglord, absolutely the best. Jedi Wizard, love watching this movie and what a great crew to watch it with. Thank you, sir. Brainwire, truly a great movie. Sharon, best movie ever. Mr. Furzel, not too shabby. Truly a perfect movie. Love, put a big tidal wave of love pouring over everybody. James Helly says, I love Galaxy Quest, but I wonder what someone who hasn't watched loads of Star Trek would make of it. Lee Jen says, so much fun.
I'll let you know, because my wife hasn't seen this film, and she doesn't watch Star Trek. She hasn't watched Star Trek, so I'll ask her to watch it, and I'll report back.
Well, Lizard Man has a great comment here. I think probably the final one I will read out tonight, which is a great film reaffirming of a fandom and all its positives, none of its toxic aspects, just a labour of love. Yeah, exactly. Try and be the good and the magic in the world you want to see. Like I always say at the end of the watch parties, about being kind to each other, because you never know what people are going through. We'll be back in 7 days, and we're going to be sticking with kind of a similar theme. Well, it really is. We're going back to the original universe, and we will be watching Star Trek Generations, which I think people might be a bit surprised about when you rewatch it, because it's aged, I think, quite a bit better than some of the other stuff. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll be here with that. James, the Thanksgiving turkey? I don't know. I think it's... Yeah, I don't know. I think it's something we'll all enjoy. We'll have a lot to discuss next week and have a lot of fun. But as I always say, please be kind to each other, stay safe, look after each other, and take care of each other. And we'll see you in 7 days. So until then, good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.